I have a whole bunch of soft goods accessories here, but are they any good? Let's find out. Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video we're gonna take a look at some soft goods accessories that I recently got from AliExpress. And all of these are for 1/12 scale action figures. If you would scroll through AliExpress, I'm sure you would stumble upon some of these. I've been seeing them for a while, and because it's also been a while since my last accessories video, I decided to get a bunch of these so that I can review them and so that you guys can know if these are something that you should get, especially if you're a customizer and you need some nice soft goods for your projects. I'm gonna show you what I have one by one, and everything that you see in this video will be listed down in the video description in the same order of showing. So in case you want to get any of these, check out the video description. I've made a couple of similar videos before, and as always we're gonna have some of our 1/12 models here that will help us with this presentation. All of these are base bodies for custom, some of them I already reviewed and some are still waiting for me to do it. So in case you're not familiar, this guy here with the Punisher shirt is V-Toys Body Zero. Then we have two Nota Studios Nora Man here in the back with these square heads, and these are NTO1 and NTO2W. Then we have Crazy Figure female body, and I gave her soft goods shirt because I'm not sure how this works and I don't want this video to get flagged. This guy here is Wind Toys base body. Then we have Roman Key here, and here on our right we have the strong body known as Adam. So we'll see how will all of the soft goods that I have look on these guys here, and if needed, and it will be, I will bring in some more known characters into the mix. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. And first we're gonna open up this box. And as you can see, there is a lot of stuff here. We're gonna start with these Adidas female sweatpants. They come in this bag. This is not accurate, it says 1/6 scale. This is obviously not 1/6 scale, but let's open it up. And it's a nice material. It's practically the same feel, the same material that is used for real sweatpants, you know. We have Adidas logo here. They have an elastic band up here. They look good and they feel good. They don't feel like a cheap product. So we're gonna try them on our female body here and we're gonna check out how that looks. Here we go. Here is how that looks. And the sweatpants are kind of baggy, as they should be. They go all the way down. As you can see, from all sides they look really good. So there you go. You can get a nice Adidas sweatpants for your female characters. I decided first to go through all of the stuff for a female figure. So continuing with that, I got this black skirt, and this one does says that it's for 1/12 body, so we have that. Then we have this red female shirt, and it's also kind of baggy, so if that's something that you need, here it is. They have a few different colors, but I decided to go with the red one, and also a pair of black female socks. So I will now try all of this on the figure and we'll see how that looks. Here is how that combination works, and I would say that while the material is pretty nice and the way that it's done is also really good, I think that the skirt is fine. It has that elastic band going around the waist, so no issues there. This was the easiest thing to put on the figure. The socks are also fine. You can get even longer ones, and these don't have holes on the bottom. So either they will go over the feet like this, or if you're using some kind of shoes, sneakers, something, you will need to cut a hole on the bottom so that the ankle joint can go through it and connect to the shoes. And if you do something like that, then the socks can go even higher up the leg. So that is one option. And then for the shirt, as you can see, again, it is made out of a nice material. The stitching is not bad at all, but it looks like it is kind of too big. I wanted it to be baggy, but I feel like this is just slightly too big, at least for this figure. And if I'm not mistaken, when you see her in comparison to these other figures, she is like your standard size. She is not smaller like what some of these companies usually do with female bodies in comparison to the male bodies. She is roughly almost the same size as some of these guys. And this shirt is slightly too big even for her. I also left her first shirt inside. That is why you can see it. If it wasn't there, I mean, you can stretch it like this. I think that I saw in their promo shots that they were stretching this opening here around the neck and like putting it over the shoulders, you know. know? So you can get that look as well, but then the shirt will look even bigger, even baggier. So I don't know, I would say that it's passable, but it could be just slightly smaller. Next up, we have these pocket trousers. I chose the orangish brown one, and as you can see, they come in this packaging, and I feel like this is something similar, maybe the same company that made some of the previous soft goods accessories that I reviewed in some of my previous videos, and I had good experience with those, so I expect to see the same level of quality here. So let's see how this looks. Here we go. Here is a closer look at the details. Material again feels nice, and you can see all the stitching is well done. All of these small pins and clips. Even this like a leathery strap down here. Two pockets on the back in two different colors, and then these straps that also feel like they are made out of some kind of fake leather. And even these clips. Is it possible that this is metal? Can we unclip this? Yeah, we can unclip this. We have a working pockets here. Look at that. Even these ones on the back are all working pockets, including this one on the chest. So yeah, you can pose the figure like it holds hands in pockets or something like that. So yeah, this looks pretty good. So let's now try it on, and we're gonna pick one of our Nota men here. Let's go with this one. So we need to slide the feet inside like this. There we go. I should have done this before pulling the pants over the legs, but this strap goes like this, the arm goes through, and then we have the other strap coming around. And if you were wondering, these are adjustable, so we can pull this up and make the strap even longer, if that's something you need to do, especially if you have a big body figure like this guy here. And here we go. Here is how our Nota man looks in these trousers. As I said, these straps are adjustable, so you can use them for bigger bodies if that's something that you want to do, but as you can see, this does look good on this body. They do kind of bunch up at the bottom, but if you give him some kind of boots, shoes, something like that, they can go over it, so it shouldn't be an issue. All in all, again, this looks pretty good, and I'm really satisfied with the quality of this item. This is really well done. Here is the back once again, how it looks. Not bad at all. Next up, I have this leather coat. I'm guessing fake leather, and I should also mention that this smell really bad. It was kept in a plastic bag for a while. It kind of has an unpleasant scent, but that will probably be gone now when it's out of the bag. And this also looks really good. This is a softer material, and then fake leather. Here is the inside. This continues all the way down. This is also wired, and the wires go on both sides here and down at the bottom. As you can see, if I do this, it holds the position. So this is a really nice item. Well done. The stitching is good and barely noticeable. So I felt like this could be a nice addition to one of my base bodies here. Here are the pockets. Is it? No, it's not functional pocket, but that's fine. It doesn't have to be. We have these straps that go all the way through here, and it can be removed if it bothers you. So we're gonna try to put it on. I want to say this big guy here, but I assume that his arms won't go through. We can try and see if it will fit. And unfortunately, no. This guy is just too big for this jacket. It doesn't fit on this V-Toys body either. This one is also too big for this jacket. So we're gonna have to try something else. It does fit on a slimmer body like this Sentinel Peter B. Parker. So in case you want to use it for a slimmer body, that will definitely work. Next up, I have this white judo uniform, and everything is packed in this one bag, so let's open it up. We have the pants, the shirt, and the black belt. And the belt is huge, as you can see, and it is also wired. The shirt is sleeveless. The sleeves look like they were ripped off, Street Fighter Ryu style, and we're gonna try to give this outfit to our Wind Toys body. Now the rubber band here is really tight, so it's a pain in the ass to pull this over the figure. This was not easy to do, but the pants are finally on, and here is one look that you can have, shirtless like this, and now we can give him the shirt. shirt. We slide it on like this, so you can have this look, or we pull this over like this, and we wrap his waist with this black belt that is, again, wired, and you practically don't have to tie this together. You simply twist it like this and the wire holds everything in the position, and it looks good. So that is that. Here is how it looks from the back, and the hindrance of the articulation is not that big, so yeah, this looks pretty good. And you have these pieces of cloth poking out of the material, so you will probably need to cut those off. But yeah, I think that this looks pretty good. Then I have a black judo uniform, and this one comes in 3 separate bags, 3 separate pieces. We have the upper part, the undershirt, and the pants. So let's open these up. Here is the undershirt, and this is something that I feel like I saw before, because I remember getting one of these similar shirts for my Nota Man, so this is something similar, maybe a bit better. It is kind of stretchy, so that's good. It's always good for plastic action figures, you know. And then here is this outer shirt, and this looks really good. The material feels nice, stitching is beautiful. We even have these nods that are connecting like this. You can see that this one came off. You can do the same with all of these. That way it will be easier to put this on the figure. And then here is the pants, and for some reason these companies that are making these soft goods accessories tend to give us these long straps. I don't understand that, but this is something that you will probably need to cut down. So for this, let's use one of our Nota Man here. The shirt slides over the head without any issues, and yeah, it is kind of baggier, bigger than the one that I reviewed in the past. Then we're gonna give him the pants, and these slide on without any issues. So this is one of the looks that you can give this guy. This upper part simply slides over the figure when you remove the head. So this is how that looks, and I am really satisfied with this. The outfit looks so good. It fits perfectly. It should be baggy like this. The sleeves should be this wide, and same goes for the pants. This is a nice looking outfit. Next up, I have the gray Kung Fu uniform, and this one comes in 2 bags. We have the upper pieces together with the belt and the pants. So let's open them up. First, a look at the pants, and as you can see, these also look pretty good. They have these rubber bands down at the ankles, so they are different than the ones that we previously saw. Again, the material feels really nice, but because of these rubber bands, I'm sure this will be a pain in the ass to put on the figure, but we'll see. And then in this other bag, you get the shirt that looks like this. It has this curved angle like that, and it also looks good. Then we get a brown belt. This one is also wired, but in this set we also get a pair of white arm covers and 2 rubber band straps for that. So let's try to put that on one of these figures, and we're gonna go with Roman key base body. And just because I feel like this will be easier, I removed the feet. So let's now slide on the pants. Yep, as expected, a pain in the ass, but I've finally done it. The ankles are now through, and we can give him back his feet. There we go. So we can have this look, shirtless, and this looks pretty good, but we can also give him the shirt. This slides on without any issues. Let's give him his belt like that, and then the same thing. We grab these 2 parts, twist them around, and this is how that looks. Then we're gonna give him these armbands. So we're gonna put the sleeves up like this, remove the hands just in case, slide this on like this, put the hands back. So here is how that looks, and then we can give him these straps. So here is the final look. These straps can be handled a bit better, but for the purposes of this video and with the time that I have, this is just an example of how this outfit can look on your 1/12 action figure. Next, I have 2 custom Jedi robes. Now, if you are a Star Wars The Black Series collector, then you know how badly we are missing soft goods Jedi robes in that line. There was a time when Hasbro was giving us these robes with some of the Jedi figures, but for the most part they are not doing that. So I decided to go on AliExpress and get some of these custom Jedi robes, and right away I can tell you that this feels like a really nice fabric. It has some weight to it, it has a nice flow. As you can see, it drapes naturally. So this could be a really nice addition to your Black Series. For example, Chiari Mundi here didn't come with a Jedi robe. So you can see that this doesn't look bad at all. Again, it drapes nicely, and the sleeves, as you can see, are huge and wide at the bottom, as they should be. Here is how the back looks with this huge hood, and it is so huge that it even fits on Chiari Mundi's large head. There you go. You can play around with it a little bit, you know, make it look the way that you want to, but you get the idea. This looks good on a Black Series figure. We can also see how it looks on the SH Figuarts figure. It is kind of large for the SHF, because Black Series is usually slightly bigger than the SHF, but I think that this can still work. I love these SHF figures, and some time back this Anakin was actually one of my Grail figures that I waited for a long time to get. You guys probably know both Obi-Wan and Anakin come without these Jedi robes, so unfortunately they are not wired. That would make it even better, but they could still work pretty good, and you can mess around with it and give Anakin that hood up look from Revenge of the Sith. There you go. I got a custom wired cape for this 1/12 Dark Knight in-art Queen Studios Batman. Here is how the cape looks, and you can see that it is folded practically in the same way as what InArt did on their figure. Let's now see if this cape will actually work on this InArt Batman. We will remove the chest plate, and now the moment of truth. These should clip on here like this. We put back the chest piece, clicks on perfectly because there is a magnet inside, and now I give you InArt Dark Knight Batman with a wired cape. Look at this, it holds the pose, and now this is exactly what I wanted. This is the option that I needed for this InArt Batman. Now I feel like this figure is complete. The wire is nice, it is only on the two sides, there are no wires here in between, but this is good enough. I am very satisfied with this cape, and I strongly recommend it if you want to do this for your InArt Batman. And a final item that I have here is the only one that is not soft goods. This is a plastic Punisher mask. Here is a closer look. It has these technical details that are painted nice and metallic. You can see that they reflect the light. Here is how the mask looks from the back, and then the other side. I decided to get this because this is actually the final piece that I needed for my custom Punisher. And if you guys are followers of the channel, then you know that I'm working on my custom Punisher, and it's this guy here. So this mask hopefully will fit on this head, and it will finish up the look that I want. So the moment of truth is here. Let's try it and let's see if this will in fact fit. It is a tight fit, but yes, this works beautifully. Look at this. Here is a close-up shot, and the eyes can be seen through the mask. The articulation is still there. So yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. And I will make a separate video where I will show you everything that I got for this body, all the parts and pieces with which I made this custom, but for now this is what we have, and I'm really satisfied. I'm really happy that the mask fits on this head. So there you go, that was my look at some of these soft goods, clothing, accessories that can be found on AliExpress. I'm pretty much satisfied with everything that I got here. All of these are nicely done, and as you saw, for the most part they fit perfectly on some of these custom 112 figures and some other well-known brands. This was a lot of fun. I love making these kinds of accessory videos, and in case you also love this type of content and you are new here, as I've said, I've made a couple of similar videos in the past, and all of them are linked down in the video description, so check them out if you're interested. You just need to scroll down to the bottom of the description and you'll find them. All available items also have links in each video, so maybe those will also be useful to you. Same goes for everything shown in this video. Links for all of these items are listed below in case you need them. I do recommend these accessories. They are well made and they look great on these figures. They will definitely spice up your shelf, and if you were wondering if these AliExpress soft goods were any good, now you know. But you've heard my thoughts, and now I would love to hear yours. First of all, do you enjoy these kinds of accessory videos? If you do, I will try to make more of them in the future. And also, let me know which one out of all of these items you are most interested in. Is there some kind of custom project that you are working on that needs some of these items, and what is it? I I've covered a lot of different stuff in this, and especially in those previous accessory videos, but if there are some other accessories that you want me to take a look at, let me know. I always love to hear your feedback, so let me know all of it down in the comments. I have a lot more stuff that I'm working on and that I will bring you in the upcoming videos right here on the channel, so stay tuned for all of that. As always, a huge thank you to my Patreon and channel members for their support. All of these guys are helping me to do what I do here. If you can also join and help, please do so. Links are in the video description. And of course, to all of you guys, thank you so much for watching, thank you for being here with me, and I'll see ya in the next video.